Hi, everybody. So today we are going to write two paragraphs. Very simple. You take your notes from yesterday. All you have to do is reformat them and make them look like a paragraph. That's all that means. And then you need to add a conclusion, which is just restating the topic sentence. So here are my notes from yesterday, which I have moved over. You can see on the other side of the screen. And then I did a concluding sentence. And it's very simple. You're just formatting your paragraph, putting it together on day two. And then I wrote a second paragraph about a pretend hike I took up Mount Mansfield. And I am going to show you how I was able to fake a hike up Mount Mansfield, where I got the information from. So it sounded real, like I was really doing it. And I want you to do the same thing. Now you can see I put a line in the middle of the paper here. You don't need that, but you do need to format your second paragraph like I have. Okay, let's start with that first paragraph. And it is, you can see over here, the big idea: mountains change over time. Sometimes the changes happen quickly and sometimes over a long period of time. That was our topic sentence, two topic sentences today because it was a good chunk of information. And you can see my title says Mountains Change by Deirdre Morris. I've centered it. I've put it with capital letters. I need you to do the same. You can think of the different title: Changing Faces, anything you want to call it that makes sense. Looks like here I forgot to tab, so I'm going to do that to show people that it is the beginning of a paragraph. Okay, let's have a look here. Mountains change over time. Sometimes the changes happen quickly and sometimes over a long period of time. An avalanche can cause large pieces of rock to break away from the mountain face. An erupting volcano can make a mountain bigger or smaller. Mountains can also erode slowly due to wind. Wind can loosen debris and blow that debris away. Water can erode mountains. Water freezing and melting in cracks makes the cracks grow. Or I should probably say make the cracks grow. Sometimes rivers run in between mountains, and the running water can carry the sediment away. So there you have it. There's our paragraph from yesterday. It looks like I forgot to add a concluding sentence, and it should say, as you can see, mountains change over time, because we are just restating the topic sentence, and that sounds fine. As you can see, mountains change over time. Now you all know you can stop, pause, rewind the video. You can add more information from the text that you know to be true. But basically, there's your very simple paragraph on mountains change. Now, underneath it, you're going to write a pretend paragraph on hiking Mount Mansfield. Maybe you have hiked Mount Mansfield, so that's even better. You're going to add some of those details that you remember from your hike. I'm going to backwards design this paragraph. I'm actually going to read you what I wrote first, and then I'm going to share with you where I got the information from, so you can add and change a lot of the details. So here's my paragraph. My Hike on Mount Mansfield, so readers know what they're going to be reading about, by Deirdre Morris. One lovely sunny day, my husband Bill said we should go for a hike on Mount Mansfield. No way, I said. It is the highest mountain in Vermont. I don't think so. Bill said he would take me for a fancy lunch in Stowe afterwards. So I decided to give it a try. We left Burlington and drove all the way to Stowe and took the toll road from the Stowe Base Lodge to the nose. You can see I have that inverted commas there, the nose. We hiked from there to the chin. We saw some backpackers hiking the long trail and a park ranger who was keeping the alpine tundra safe. He told us the areas we should walk on. The views were spectacular. When we got back in the car, we drove to Stowe and had a very fancy lunch. Now, truth be told, the only thing that is true in that paragraph is I have had a fancy lunch in Stowe. And I actually have been to the top of Mount Mansfield, but I took the gondola from Stowe up there, which is a thing that carries you up the mountain. I looked around at all the beautiful stuff and it carried me back down the mountain again. But it sounds believable that I actually went on a hike, and I'm going to show you how I made that happen through the magic of research. So I'm going to pause right now and I'm going to put up something else on the screen to share with you. Okay, here's where I got this fantastic information. I took it from Wikipedia. Look over here on the left-hand side of the screen, and you are going to see some information that I took here. Mount Mansfield is the highest mountain in Vermont. The summit peaks at 4,395 feet above sea level. Now, I just put right here, no way, it is the highest mountain in Vermont. But you know, you could add in your paragraph how tall the mountain is. Here's where I found out about the nose and the chin. When viewed from east or west, this mountain has the appearance of a human profile with distinct forehead, nose, lips, chin, and Adam's apple. So Adam's apple is the little lump here that adult males have on their neck. Take a look at an adult male's neck, and you'll see that. Mount Mansfield is one of 3 spots in Vermont where true alpine tundra survives from the ice ages. Mount Mansfield area was designated a national landmark by the National Park Service, and that's how I know that I might run into a ranger up there who wants to protect that tundra, that special grass. Here we go. I did not put this, but you could add this in your paragraph. It's located in Mount Mansfield State Forest. So you could talk about the beautiful trees that you saw on your hike. So the nose is home to transmitter towers for a number of regional radio and TV stations. Regional means local TV stations like WCAX. So you could add that you saw the transmitter towers when you went on your hike up Mount Mansfield. So there are many hiking trails, including the Long Trail, which traverses the main ridge line. That means crosses the main ridge line. And so I know a lot of people who are very healthy people who've hiked that Long Trail, and I've seen them sometimes hiking on the side of the road, getting to a Long Trail, and they always have big backpacks. And that's why I added that piece of information to the paragraph, because I might actually see some Long Trail people up there. Let's see. In addition, the east flank of the mountain is used by Stowe Mountain Resort for winter skiing. Now, maybe you could pretend that, you could remember in your paragraph that you went skiing in Stowe last winter or something. Could be something you put in there. And then look at this. This is where I got the idea for my special hike. A popular tourist activity is to take the toll road, which is steep, mostly unpaved, with several hairpin turns. Those are really tight turns. You could add you felt scared going up the toll road or excited going on those hairpin turns. And then I pretended I hiked from the Stowe Base Lodge to the nose, and I hiked along the ridge to the chin. And then I decided afterwards, after my imaginary hike, I decided I needed a fancy lunch with all the fancy people in Stowe. So that's exactly what I did. And actually, I haven't had a meal in Stowe in years. So that was just another pretend. I don't even know the name of restaurants up there. You could actually make up a name of a restaurant. Like I said, it doesn't have to be something that really happened, but it has to sound like it really happened. So when you write your paragraph about your hike on Mount Mansfield, make sure it sounds like it really could have happened. And I have a nice, pretty simple example for you there. You can use mine and add some more of your own detail. Maybe you packed a delicious lunch and had lunch at the top of Mount Mansfield. All right, I'm going to expect to see those 2 paragraphs by Friday. Thank you, friends. Have a great day.